In this lesson, I'd like to talk about placing dimensions on the SOLIDWORKS drawing. There's an easy way to place dimensions on the drawing, and that's to use the Model Items tool on the Annotation toolbar. Model Items allows you to place dimensions just for a selected feature or for the entire model, and you can import them into all views or just a selected view. You can import dimensions that are marked for the drawing, dimensions that are not marked for the drawing, and other types of dimensions that have been added to the 3D model, as well as annotations and reference geometry. You can even put inserted items onto specific layers if you choose to. If we put in all of the dimensions at once, it tends to make a bit of a mess, although it's not as bad as it could be. SOLIDWORKS has worked on their algorithms for dimension placement, and you can see these still require some manual cleanup, but for automatic dimension placing, it's not that bad. My main argument against using this type of dimensioning is that I don't always create my model with the same dimensions that I would use to create a manufacturing or inspection drawing. So usually I prefer, rather than using a bunch of dimensions that I will probably have to reorder and change around anyway, setting up dimensions to be displayed properly still has to be done by hand. One advantage of this kind of dimension is that you can double-click on a dimension on the drawing to actually change a dimension on the model. So rebuilding this dimension automatically updates everything. And if we Control-Tab over to the SOLIDWORKS model and double-click on this feature, the change shows up in the model. So this is a bidirectional dimension, which is a good thing, showing up on both the part and the drawing, and editable from either location. But with all of the messing around that you have to do with this type of dimension, and the fact that some of these dimensions are simply inappropriate for anything like this 6-inch dimension, it makes more sense in a lot of cases to just place all of the dimensions manually. You can get rid of these automatically placed dimensions and place the dimensions that you really need to use in any case. So you use the Smart Dimension tool in the same way on the drawing that you would use it in a sketch. So you can place dimensions manually that you really need. Now, I need to point out a couple of things here that may be making things more difficult than they need to be. The first is that if your cursor does not highlight the geometry, it is sometimes difficult to tell what SOLIDWORKS is getting ready to pick. And this is a setting that sometimes turns itself off in SOLIDWORKS. So if you go to Tools, Options, Display Selection, you need to turn on this dynamic highlight from Graphics View. And you need to be aware that this setting will sometimes automatically turn itself off. It's not clear to me when, where, or why it does that, but it does happen, and so you need to be aware of that. The second thing that I'd like to point out is that sometimes when trying to place a dimension, such as we're trying to dimension the thickness of this piece in the back, so we'll hold down Shift, and then we'll try to Shift select, but this rapid dimensioning pie chart gets in the way. So that can be turned off in your Dimension Property Manager. Just turn that right off. So now you can hold down the Shift key and get that thickness value. If you need to see this dimension as a diameter or as a radius, it can be set up as either. You can right-click on it and display as radius. And likewise, if a diameter shows up as a radius that you need to show as a diameter, should still be available via the right mouse button menu. You can use a combination of the automatically placed dimensions and the manually placed dimensions. Notice that the dimensions I placed manually are gray, and if you double-click on these, they will not allow you to change the geometry. But if the geometry changes, for example, if we flip back to the part window, double-click here, and change this value to 1 inch, and change this value back to 3 inches, and rebuild, go back to our drawing, Make sure the drawing is updated. I'm using Control Q to update the drawing, although you could use Control B. Notice that all of the values here have updated, whether they are driven, these gray dimensions are driven, or driving. The black dimensions are driving. You can also place annotations, such as notes. If you select an entity or put your cursor over a model edge, you can create a leader to a note and hold down caps lock. This is a note. You can have other types of annotations, such as surface finish, weld symbols, any sort of hole callouts, GD&T symbology, datum features of various types, and you can make blocks, center marks, and revision cloud is a new one for 2013.